Alrighty, by some stroke of luck, the first video didn't record, so all I yapped on about was how cuffs are like the new age training thing, and so as any, science-based lifter would try, a bit of self-experimentation. Second set, cuffed cable flies. Let's see how we go. Jesus. Anyway, as you can tell, the cuffs are too damn small. They can't go past my forearms. Ideally, they'd be cuffed right here at the elbow joint. And so that way I don't even need to think about what's happening lower than my forearm. I just need to think about bringing my bicep across my body. Get a shit ton of that horizontal shoulder abduction, you know what I'm talking about? Actually, it's adduction. Anyway, I don't like it. So we're moving back to normal chest pressing. Alrighty. I've dropped the weight significantly. Either my chest is not recovered or I'm being a pansy ass bitch. One of the two, but switching over the chest presses, something a little more traditional. I say that, but I am doing it on the cable as opposed to like dumbbells or barbells, so it's not that traditional. But it is my preference, I quite like it. The setup, you'll see, but pretty much where I hold the handles, right where there's the resistance about to start, my elbows are pretty much in line with my shoulders. Potentially slightly a bit back, but the idea here is I'm gonna train the chest at what it's good at, that is horizontal shoulder adduction, bringing that shit close towards the midline. So, all I'm thinking about is rather than my arms coming towards the middle with a big sort of hug motion, hug arc here, I want to try to get my arms as straight as possible, trying to get this elbow crease as close to the center as possible. 2 sets. Let's go fucking crazy. Not bad. Alrighty, trying something for the first time. Put the camera super far away and then fucking zoom in. Yes, I know, production quality is going crazy today. One more set here. Moving on. All right. Look, just to set expectations, I'm gonna be basically spamming the fuck out of this cable machine. Yeah, whoever says you can't get a chest day in without any like benching, well, they just probably like benching. Yeah, did you ever consider that? In terms of maximum stimulus for hypertrophy, I'm gonna lean towards it really doesn't matter what exercise you choose. Anyway, low to high cable flies. We're thinking a lot of shoulder flexion here, but a little bit of, bringing the hands towards the midline. Yeah, so we've got a bit of adduction going on, a lot more shoulder flexion going on. Two more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just helped out a fellow gym goer here with my rear delt dumbbell raisers. Little does he know, I actually got it from Ryan Hummerston, but I've been selling it as my own the whole time. Anyway, one more, maybe two more of these sets. When I'm thinking about trying to train the upper chest, yes, I'm trying to bring my hands towards the midline, but I'm still, again, trying to get this elbow joint up, all right? Your bro science lifters, I always say that. I mean to say, your science-based lifters are gonna be like, shoulder flexion is primarily dominated by your front delt. Correct, but your front pec, your upper pec, upper chest, whatever, gets a lot of activation too. And since notoriously I have never done any sort of shoulder flexion exercise ever for my front delts because I was just an incline bench spammer, I quite like these. Anyway, enough yapping. More lifting. That set was good until it wasn't. One more. All right, last set. And honestly, I've been taking my sweet ass time between sets. It's been hectic. I love long breaks. Now, obviously, if you're short on time, then that might not be possible. But, you know, the longer you rest, assuming you go pretty damn hard for each set, generally the better. Is there such thing as too long of a rest? Yeah, if you're fucking taking 10 minutes between set and like your body gets cold, I think you're resting a little too long. One more set of these. All right, we're gonna ditch the bench and do some more flies. All right, high to low flies, 2 sets. These are my dip replacements pretty much. For some reason, when I do these, I really like it, like the squeeze at the end of it. Yeah, I feel like it's, when I think of the chest, right, a lot of it has to do with how the shoulder blades move around. And for me personally, depressing my shoulder blades, really trying to get that squeeze down here, feels pretty damn good for me. So I like to do it standing. 2 sets. We'll see how we go. Now I mean depressed, but you sort of know what I mean. One more. Not bad. I haven't done this in a long time, and I've definitely never done it as an ender to my set, but it's been a while, and I sort of miss it a little. We're gonna finish off our chest day with 2 sets of dumbbell incline press. Honestly, this is my baby. I mean, I never barbell benched. I always dumbbell benched because of my pec imbalance. And look, tell you what, it never even fixed it. So, anyway, 2 sets of these. We'll see how we go. Right where I left it. Just as good as ever. One more. Alrighty, last set of the day. One thing I didn't really maximize when doing this was trying to bench as hard as I can and peak, contract the chest. So that's the focus here. One more set, check the pump. Let's go a bit crazy. Fuck it, why not? Why not? Let's just grab some 12 and a halves. You know, that second last rep that I did, I could tell that it was all triceps. It was like, I got here, and I just straightened my arms out. I didn't even bother trying to, really think about that bench motion. Anyway, God, I miss dumbbell bench. Fuck. Might bring it back, eh? Anyway, let's check the pump. All right. Obviously, the shirt's already off. That should tell you enough. I fucked up the filming, my camera turned off, so my second round of doing this. I mean, not bad, but as I was saying before, it's like, this chest session was pretty scuffed. I'll explain in a bit. Firstly though, we'll go for a side chest. Like, my side chest is probably my worst pose. And it's a combination between not having a good chest, but also not knowing how to hit the pose properly. Like, am I supposed to vacuum? Do I lean forward and then tilt? Do I pop the shoulders back and then turn? What's the exact perfect angle, you know? Like this shit looks shit to me. The back chest looks all right, but, and I've seen people hit side chests like this. I don't know. All right, anyway. Let's go for a side try. No bueno, no bueno. No good. No good. Anyway, what I was saying about the chest session was, and look at me fade into the darkness. La. Anyway, what I was saying about the chest session was, I've had better chest sessions before. You know what I mean? Like I've had a lifetime crazy ass chest pump. And it's like, I did not achieve a lifetime PR in today's chest session. And it bothers me as to why, you know, like, wouldn't you want to be able to reproduce your best workout ever, time and time and time after again? It's unrealistic, of course, but there is a, hopefully, you know, an endeavor to try to make your workout better than the last. And today, like, it was close. Nah, I won't even lie, it wasn't even that close. So, I need to try to tinker with my training to figure out what's gonna give me the best workout, what's gonna give me the best pump, what's gonna give me, you know, the best gains. Because, you know, what's the age-old problem of a bodybuilder? You only have so many sets you can do before you retire. So you wanna try to make every single set as maximally efficient and effective as possible in terms of growing muscle. Well, at least that's how I like to see it. So whatever the case, a session's a session, but back to the drawing board. We need to get more intense, more hypertrophic, less injury prone, less recovery demands. I don't know, all these things, you know. But, I mean, cuffed exercises and a return to dumbbell bench, not the worst, not the worst. Anyway, see you all in the next video.